Last Duel, new Ridley Scott film starring Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, Adam Driver, and oh crap, I can't remember the actress's name. She's starting to really take off. I can't for the life of me remember her name, unfortunately. But it's based on true events that I do not know of, and even after watching the movie, I couldn't tell you the name of the people involved in the events. Based off true events of a knight, a lord, a squire, Adam Driver, Matt Damon's the knight, and the wife had said knight, and in about a accusation, and she stood trial for it, and what ended up happening. Now, because it's based off true events, there's historical precedent in there, and there's actual history. So, in theory, I could tell you this movie's ending, and it's not a spoiler because the events did happen in some way, shape, or form, similar to how they happened here. I won't do that, just in case anyone's not aware of that. They do even say at the very beginning, it's based off true events. But, look, I can only really think of one real issue with the film. Because the film, honestly, it's acted brilliantly. Matt Damon is great in the film. Adam Driver's great. Again, I can't remember the actress' name, but she's fantastic. Ben Affleck, man. Ben Affleck is barely in the first part of the movie, but in the second part, he's like very heavily involved. And he is very much, and he's very much kind of the comic relief character of the movie. At the same time, still playing it. He's not playing it like goofy for the sake of, I'm a wacky character. No, he's playing it like a character. That character he's playing would, I believe, is a lord of some kind, and he's playing it like a guy who's just got a lot of wealth, a lot of power. You know, he flaunts it, and I do enjoy that very much. It's shot really well too. It's not, this isn't like, say, The Green Knight, where like the cinematography, it's just gorgeous to look at. This is just very well shot, very drab, very gray a lot, but there are some more moments of color here and there. The action sequences, the war, and the duel itself are pretty well done. There's a couple moments in this film where you go, oh shit, and that's definitely one of them. But I think, to talk about one other thing, I'm like, oh, okay. I have to talk about what I think the main issue with the film is, and it's the only issue I've heard brought up so far, and when I heard it, I'm like, okay, will this work? Will it not work? And for the most part, it's not terrible, but I do think it's an issue, and that is the film is told in 3 segments, 3 chapters, and it's told from the point of view of each person involved. Adam Driver, Matt Damon, and again, I can't remember the actress's name. Marguerite is the name of the the character. And they're each basically retelling the events of what led them there, and by doing that, we end up seeing a lot of the same scenes playing out, but again from a different point of view, from a certain point of view, from each character's point of view. So while you end up seeing a lot of the same stuff, there is other things in there, obviously. Like I said, Ben Affleck is very heavily a part of the second part, which is Adam Driver's chapter. It goes Matt Damon's chapter, Adam Driver's chapter, and then I think her first name is Jodie, so Jodie's chapter. While we do see new things throughout, because they're obviously experiencing different things within their life, we end up seeing a lot of the same scenes from different perspectives and different things. And when when the rape scene happens, it happens twice because 2 characters are involved in that scene. And in one scene, it's Adam Driver, imagining it in one way, whereas it's Jodie in the other scene imagining it very differently. And both times it's uncomfortable. Like, it's uncomfortable the first time with Adam Driver, but from his point of view, that she's enjoying it on some level. From her point of view, no, it's a straight out rape scene. It is no, it's uncomfortable to watch, especially since you had to watch it twice. And I think that is the film's biggest Achilles heel, is the fact that you do repeat a lot of the same things over and over and over again. Yeah, you're putting different spins on them, but after a while, it does become a little wearisome. It wears on you a little bit. It's like, oh God, can we just move on from this now? Because it opens with the duel and it ends with the duel. That's how the film starts and opens. But then it's like you get these basically these 3 chapter segments from each character's point of view of what the truth is, what Matt Damon's truth is, what Adam Driver's truth is, and then what again I think it's Jodie something or other, Jodie's truth is, and then it does the thing where it's like, this is the truth, this is what actually happened, and my voice just cracked a little bit, but this is what actually happened. And I'll say, like, that structure can work for certain... So, like, it works in Pulp Fiction because that's the style of story. They're, like, telling. And the whole interconnected thing works there. But you're not telling the exact same events over and over again just from a certain point of view. You're not doing that in Pulp Fiction. You're not doing that in... I'm trying to think of a couple other films that I know that do that. Meaning of Life, for example. Monty Python's Meaning of Life. I mean, that not everyone loves that, but you're not doing it in that from that point of view. They're just different sketches about different parts of life. So, I mean, that being said, that I think is the biggest weakness of the film. It stops it from being really freaking great to just a really good film for me. Similar to how I felt with Halloween. Halloween was a good film. Halloween Kills. Wasn't a great film. This is a really good film. It's close to being a great film, but unfortunately I felt that structure didn't really lend itself the utmost to this. But at the same time, I'll defend the structure a little bit because I'm not certain how you tell a tale like this, at least from in the perspective you want to tell it, any other way. Because they make you think, at least in the first part, that Matt Damon is a very decent guy overall, and that he's the kind of, he's been unjust, he's been wronged, all that, and that Adam Driver is the dick. And then in the second part, you see that Adam Driver is Adam Driver is still a bit of a dick. So they're leaning more towards Adam Driver being a dick. But then we really see who Matt Damon ultimately is in this third part, and you're like, no, both these guys are assholes, but one of them's a rapist. So, you hate the rapist more. It's just the way it works. Yeah, it's still a really good film in my opinion. It's well told. When there is humor, it does work. It's not a completely just drab and dreary movie at all. Ben Affleck's actually really good in the film, by the way. Everyone's good, but Ben Affleck's really good. Jodie's great. Adam Driver's freaking phenomenal. Matt Damon. I would be willing to bet one of these actors / actress might be getting some sort of nomination. I would imagine, because while we definitely had a more normal movie going year this year, the pickings right now for Oscars, I'd say, are on the slim side right now. We'd have this. I haven't seen Lucky Song or something like Lucky Love Song. But I'm guessing that might be on the list. King Richard may be on the list for Oscar contenders. I haven't seen a lot of the Oscar contenders, unfortunately. But look, this is probably going to get at least some consideration. Whether it wins anything, who knows? But yeah, I do recommend it. It is long. It is 2.5 hours, and you do kind of feel it after a while. While I was engaged, the style in which the film is being told does make you feel the run of the movie a little bit. Does make you feel it a little bit. But for my money, I do recommend it. Especially like Ridley Scott, Ben, Matt, Jodie, Adam. If you like any of them or all of them, I would recommend it. Sure. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. Hit that bell if you want to be notified. I'll be back tomorrow with a what if, and that'll be it for the day. So thanks for watching. I'll see you later.